Yeah, it's the 4th of September, and right here is the recap of today's market. Okay, but first and foremost, hope everyone is well. Hope you're well. Hope you had a good day of the market trading, regardless of what you are doing today. Okay, of course, like the title said, it's fully an unstoppable market. Um, we can see this market just seem like every bad news gets swallowed. You can't really short except you wait for a recovery, and then what do? You buy the dip, and it's literally going. So that's what I can see. Literally everything is getting a lift right now. But of course, you still have to be careful. You've got to be wary. Some landmines in there. But let's see how it goes anyway, and see how it went today. I think I had a good day. I hope you did as well. But excuse me, let's have a look and see how it played out for us anyway. So I mean, like I said, this is mostly a headline-driven market, and as we can see, we are back retracing this trend line right here, and the market is just, unstoppable. It's just going. So that's amazing. That's what we have right there. We can see we close off at 622.94. It kind of feels like it was a downer, literally not one of a percent, but or 0.1 of a percent, which is absolutely nothing. But what did we have? Today we had a we had a headline from Meta, and it seems like market love the news. So what happened? I mean, it ramped a bit 7%, a lot more, but before he actually lost some of the steam. As you can see, it was a great, $1 up. I can see this right here is going for that $750 call. I'm not in this play, by the way. I remember talking about Palantir at 700 or so, sorry, at the 700, 170, and you can see that again. That is actually it's just going above that. And again, Oracle. Remember talking about Oracle in the group? We talked about Oracle at just at the, was it 200? Oracle is one I'm paying attention to very well at the 200 marker, and we can see that seems to have been forgotten now. So that's amazing. Oracle doing great numbers. So what else are we seeing? Yesterday, Bitcoin gave a lift, and it doesn't look like it's going or turning around anytime soon. I think we hit 92K at some point in the session today, and let's just see where we stopped at. And of course, yeah, again, so from a low 81, that's 12,000 literally in few days. We see the market moving up, and straight away any downer gets forgotten, which is amazing. That's what we want. We want a great market, but as we do, we go up, we go down, we go sideways. We're not biased at all. We're not tied to any bias. We just don't care. We just go with what the trend provides. So I said it was an unstoppable market, and a lot of crypto-friendly companies as well. They were really moving. I think Path had a great earnings yesterday, and that was a call. Sorry, PATH. Let's have a look. Path did 24. That's a quarter of a century return in one day today. I think we called in the group for an 1850. That's something we said. Let's see. And I think it literally just closed right there. So Path literally just closed at 1850. I'm not sure what's going on with trading today. It's not a great advertisement for trading. There you go. It's literally bang on, stopped at that 1850. So that was a great call right there for Path. Great call. I think we had a few 0DTE in the group. Also, we think the last one I mentioned today, well, in the group was deck. Got to be prepare for this deck. I think deck right here is looking out for that 100, for a real good scalp. So I think deck this is going to be a great play for 100. So you got to pack and prepare for this. So definitely, I think at some point this is going to go for that magnet. Again, another one is Hims. Hims has some news, and it seems like markets seem to love news really, because Hims came right back to the 40, to 40. What did you say? I'm just quickly going to post it. Try to keep today's session short as much as I can. There you go. So that's what we have right there. So Hims jumps after a buyout to boost blood collection efficiency. So it entered into a definitive agreement DA to acquire Boston-based YourBio Health. The transaction is expected to close in early 2026, subject to customer regulatory approvals and closing conditions. So I'm going to talk about the lesson here that we got from November. So this is him, and see him went for that 40. I remember, in the group we do have people were screaming, "Oh no, this thing!" I mean, we did go for the turnaround, screaming, "When is it going to come back? When is it going to come back?" But there you go. So, like I said again, once the market keeps moving, the downer is forgotten. So one of the sad news of today was BBW, which, well, should I call it Build a Bear, which wasn't great actually. That came down. I think it was a poor earnings. I mean, I wasn't paying attention to this. We're keeping an eye on this. Looking at the phone. But what is the lesson I wanted to talk about here? I think the key lesson is when you are trading, it's all well and good to look at this, look at that, look at that, but you want to keep a close few ones and you master them inside out. I mean, I do have guys in the group, they'll tell you, or you ask them about a particular stock, they're going to tell you, look, I'm not monitoring that. And that's fine. You can't be here, be there, be there. Except, you keep, literally, keep a certain watch list, okay? Keep the watch list short. Look at what you're monitoring, and then if it's not in your play, you let it go. But focus and master them. But if you're keeping a watch list which changes, as in my case, for example, I play seasonality. When the market shifts, I focus on the shape or the direction of the new direction where I think the market is going. Another one we're looking at is Netflix. I don't think this is ready yet. I still see this as a more bearish move into this one actually. NFL, sorry, Netflix. So there you go. I still think this has still got some bearish move down into the. I don't think it's done. I think it's gonna see below 100. But that's just me, by the way. So, in the time being, still quite bearish. Also, gold ahead of, I think we do have a PCE probably tomorrow. Ahead of that, what is gold saying? The market tells something. If you're able to read the price action, read the key ones there, the market says something. And you can see, look at gold here. Let me just read the notes I said here. The gold remains elevated, just shy of 4,200, holding near the upper bound of its recent range. Buyers continue to defend higher lows. So you can see if you look at gold right here, buyers are still defending this level very, very much. Okay. It's quieter today as the global equities counter bid and safe haven demand cools off. Traders are largely sidelines ahead of tomorrow's PC inflation report and next week's FOMC meeting, which will set the tone for metals into year end. Markets now move in 89% probability. Lower rates typically support gold, but with PCE still ahead, buyers are waiting for confirmation. A soft PCE and a dovish Fed is a tailwind for gold. Potential breakout above 4,200, lower and higher. But strong data or hesitant Fed, it's going to bring gold back, which is going to be a pullback as risk appetite stays elevated. Until then, gold trades in anticipation, so not much conviction right here. So we'll see. We'll look at what Fed says near the rates decision, and of course we'll look at what PCE says. But until then, we just monitor this. But again, I think one more thing I wanted to talk about is the dollar. You've got to pay attention to the DXY. And this is hinting again. You can see it's literally right back down there. And this is actually a good play with silver. So, sorry, I'm just trying to draw the best attempt at drawing a straight line. So you can see that's the DXY there. Pay attention to that. It's not exactly giving anything right now. it dives down, and then of course the market moves up. But it's saying something if you know how to read this thing and pay attention. But until then, guys, talk about what I'm looking at for. We'll see how it is. Friday, probably tomorrow might be a weekday, but whichever way it brings, we attack it. But until then, I hope everyone have a good night. Stay safe, of course, and we catch again tomorrow out there on the field. Have a good night. Bye bye.